Most people already know a little something about Shia, like he was a child actor and a Disney kid. While it's true that most child actors don't make it through the transition from child to adult, keeping their status as a star actor, there are some that do, and those that do are usually Disney kids. Shia at first glance was on the track to stardom, and he did make it close. But like Icarus, he flew too close to the sun. His history and life path all mixed with chaos. His father struggled with addiction, and so too would Shia. During his time filming the series Even Stevens, in which he made his name as a Disney kid, his father would bring him along to his sobriety meetings. His father had other demons also, a Vietnam vet who sometimes had PTSD episodes. Shia would later recall at one point his father pointed a firearm at him during a flashback. Before he was done with Disney, he would play in the film Holes in 2003. It did well for them, but Shia was getting older and his time at Disney was a closing window. He would switch to play in Constantine in 2005, one of his first adult movie roles. He took the lead in Disturbia in 2007 and even landed some big roles beyond that in the coming months. He was the famed Sam Witwicky in the Transformers franchise for the first 3 films. He would become Mutt Williams in the Indiana Jones Kingdom of the Crystal Skull in 2008 as well. These projects were A-list and every young actor out there was begging for the roles. The first hints of trouble came here. There were tabloid rumors that he was starting to become difficult to work with. He appeared in the last Transformers film minus his co-star, however. The rumors about Megan Fox being a difficult actress were more pronounced than anything about him. After the third Transformers was made, there would be a time before another in the franchise would come out, but it looked like Sam Witwicky was being ousted as the central character. It was a thing of the past, and he was phased out of the films. His final time as Sam was in 2011. His off-screen life was starting to show signs of being off the rails. His fits of anger and questions of his drug use swirled in the tabloids. He would start working on projects more close to him, a short film, and some graphic novel stuff. He was then accused of stealing the work of others. Fans of other works that seemed similar to his accused him of plagiarism. He would try to defend himself, but every excuse he made was met with mocked criticism. Shia had grown up Jewish, at least on his mother's side. His father was Christian, and his family had observed both sides of the faith and related events. At some point during his adulthood, Shia had favored Judaism, but after working with Brad Pitt on the film Fury, he changed his mind and claimed his faith as Christian, saying he found God while working on the film during an interview in 2014. Fury was one of the few projects he did around this time that got much attention in a positive way. That positive would fade fast, as he would also be arrested in 2014 for disorderly conduct, harassment, and criminal trespass at Studio 54. There would be a statement later indicating that he was going into outpatient treatment for alcoholism. This was the first time that more than rumors had indicated his life was filling with demons, and as it often happens, some of the same demons his father had faced. You don't have to be famous to end up dealing with addiction issues after a parent has faced them for you. Fame doesn't make this happen. It also doesn't make you immune to the possibility. Shia would meet an actress named Mia Goth in 2012. They would end up in a relationship. There aren't a lot of details about how rocky it might have been, but they did get married in 2016. A short-lived marriage, however. By 2018, it had ended. During all of that, he would be arrested again. July 2017, Shia would be charged in Savannah, Georgia for public intoxication. The body cam footage would be released showing him being aggressive and using profane racial slurs at the officers as he was being taken into custody. A sober Shia would later blame his addiction for the incident and would have to serve 1 year probation and pay $1,000 in fines. He would also have to attend anger and substance abuse therapy. After his divorce and his therapy, he would do what any celebrity in recovery does and date a musician. He would be involved with FKA Twigs from 2018 until 2019, and then would meet Margaret Qualley in 2020 and stick with her until 2021. It's unclear if Qualley let it affect their relationship, but Shia was accused of battery and petty theft in September 2020. The court ordered him into another program in May of 2021. That would last for a year. Not only that, but December of 2020, he was sued by FKA Twigs, in which she claimed he sexually assaulted her and caused her emotional distress. Qualley, after ending her relationship with Shia, would say to the media that she believed the allegations about Twigs had been true. Shia took a break from acting, not that he had a choice due to the court-ordered program. At the same time, his reputation wasn't really giving him a lot of script choices. There was a project coming up. He was on board until he wasn't. It's not fully clear why he quit it, but it does play pretty close to his off-screen life, and that probably impacted his decision. The film was Don't Worry Darling, and his role he dropped was given to Harry Styles. There was a storm of controversy around that film, from rumors of affairs, actors in conflict, and now the infamous spitting incident between Harry and Chris Pine. Somewhere in the middle of all of that, Olivia Wilde, who was the director of the movie, said something in an interview that suggested he was fired from the film. Shia was trying to work on his self-image at this point, and so he used text conversations between himself, the staff, and Olivia to confirm that he had dropped out of the film and was not fired. Shia has had much of his life exposed in the media and brought to light in the most negative fashion. There's probably so much more that we don't know about his life that no one was there to film, and he's probably much deeper in his struggles than we know. Some of the things we do know is that Shia has grown his image from his downward spiral. Despite having seemingly on and off again relationship issues, he and Mia Goth had their first child April of 2022, a girl they named Isabel. In August of 2022, he would sit down and do an interview with John Bernthal on a show called Real Ones. He would open up about his aspects of his life in ways other people outside of his inner circle had never heard. Like with anyone in recovery, his ability to stay clean and be a better person is a day-to-day victory. He has faced his demons and won some of his battles because he is still here today. We often see the struggles of addiction in careers and take people from us. Having a revival of his career and his personal life seems to be manifested by his sheer will to keep on fighting for his well-being. Shia has completed a film in 2022, Padre Pio, and has also been working on making amends in his off-screen life as well. Some of his legal struggles are still ahead of him. He is set to have a trial April 17th, 2023 in his case with FKA Twigs.